Good evening, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Talkative Sports News. Coming to you live from the Talkative Sports Studio. I am your host today, Kaz, the one and only. You already know. And welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to episode 2. I hope you learned something in episode 1. So, let's get right into it. So, if you've been following the transfer window of the EPL, you would know there is one team that has just continuously struggled. Every player that they've gone after, except one, another team has come and swooped them up, be it Iketike, I think Florian Wirtz. There's a certain team in Merseyside that keeps taking these players from this team that keeps losing out. And even another team, Manchester City, took one of their players that they were in for. Of course, I'm talking about none other than the Toon Army, that is Newcastle United. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready for the departure of Alexander Isak, looking likely to Liverpool. So they're looking at some striking options. And right now, I would say at the top of their list is definitely Benjamin Sesko. They have been looking at Sesko for quite some time now, but he as soon as Liverpool got Ikitike, I'm pretty sure he went to the top of their list. But yeah, so Sesko is at the very top of their list, and what I have no proof of this, there's no evidence of this, but what I suspect is whatever happens with Sesko, I'm sure if they don't get Sesko, Nicholas Jackson is I'm telling you, Nicholas Jackson is going to come in next on their list. Just my prediction. Don't have to believe me, but that's just my hot take on the Newcastle striking situation. But it's not like the transfer window has been like just awful and just horrible for Newcastle. I mean, they did get Anthony Elanga. He's not the quality of, obviously he's not the quality of Florian Wirtz or Jeremy Frimpong like that, but he is a good, solid Premier League player. So, yeah, that's still a pretty good signing in my opinion. Like he's definitely gonna like raise the competition for the wingers in Newcastle. And since they got rid of Almiron on that right wing, it's there for the taking. Because I mean, Murphy played well, but is he better than Elanga? I don't think so. But we'll see. Moving on. Real Madrid lowered the asking price for Rodrigo to 90 million. Which clubs should be interested? Well, I can name 3 clubs straight off the bat. Bayern, Arsenal, PSG. Bayern, because with Musiala's injury, man, and I do pray for a speedy recovery because that was a horrific injury. My God. With Musiala's injury, they're going to need some players to fill in some different roles. They did get Luis Diaz. That's a very good pickup for them. But I don't think Rodrigo could hurt, Rodrigo would slide right into that right wing I don't know if he benches Olise, but he's going to give Olise a run for his money. Absolutely. So, and that might cause company to think a little bit, maybe push Olise into where Musiala was playing, just behind Harry Kane, and then there you go. Then you have Rodrigo, Olise, Luis Diaz. Oh my God. So Bayern should definitely be interested. Arsenal, y'all have been crying about Martinelli since God can remember. Martinelli this, Martinelli that, Martinelli do this today, Martinelli no score today, Martinelli, which kind of Martinelli? All you know how to do is cry about Martinelli. Well, there's a player. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play through the middle. He's like to me, he's like the Swiss Army knife of wingers. Hybrid winger striker, goal scorer. Even though, yes, I know, don't come at me. Don't come at me. Last year was not his best. I know. But when Rodrigo was at his best, I've seen that player. There's more. There's more out of that kid. So, sorry, there is more to come out of that kid because I've seen him at his, what I thought was his best, but he's still young. So who knows, right? There's probably higher levels. But if you really think Mantueca is going to give Martinelli real competition, I don't think so. I don't believe that. You know who would? Rodrigo. Number 3, PSG. If like any star winger, star striker, star player from anywhere, PSG is always there. PSG could use him. Especially the way PSG plays. My God, he would be perfect through the middle for PSG. I don't even think he would be Dembele's understudy. I think he would be competing with Dembele for who to play as their main hybrid center forward false nine. I'm telling you, PSG, Jose Enrique, Rodrigo. We'll see. Moving on. Which manager is under the most pressure? Ooh, 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 ooh. These questions very spicy. Very, very spicy. I mean, there's only one manager for me that's under the most pressure, and that is none other than Mikel Arteta. And here's my reason why. Let me use another manager in the same city, the great city of London. A certain bridge, a certain Stamford Bridge, an Enzo Maresca. And his first season has a European trophy and a Club World Cup. Those are competitions. One of those competitions, Arsenal, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, is yet to compete in. The other one, they've never been past the semifinals, the quarterfinals. I don't even know. They've never even been to the they don't even give themselves a chance by making it to the final. Or the Champions League, or the Europa League, or the Conference League, whichever one they're in. They've been in the Europa League. They weren't in Champions League last year. Season after season, year after year, flame out after flame out after flame out. I'm saying this as a Chelsea fan. I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I can see it. Mikel Arteta. Hey, and I could be wrong. All right, because he's been there for 5 years now, and they've only won Community Shield, which I guess that was a parting gift, the final parting gift from his former master, and then an FA Cup that Lampard gifted to him. What else has he done? They're talking about finish second every year. I will bet you that we are gonna finish above you, Chelsea. We're not taking those bets. We're not playing those games of positions. We play games of titles. We play games of trophies. We play games of championships. Mikel, if you're not ready to step up with a trophy or a title or a championship, I don't want to hear nothing about you being such a great coach. As far as I'm concerned, Poch is better than you. Yeah, I said it. Pochettino is better than you if you don't come up with at least something this season. Right now, I have you both on the same level. And I'm being generous. I'm being very generous. But if you don't come up with anything this season, any small kind thing, tell me I'm wrong, people. Tell me I'm wrong. He's on the hot seat. But I could be wrong because you know how Arsenal is. Moving on. Real Madrid consider paying Alaba to end his contract with them. Which clubs do you think should be interested? Well, there's a few clubs around Europe. Of course, there's a lot of clubs that would be interested, but there is one club that comes to mind. That just newly got promoted in the English Premier League. A certain club called Sunderland. And I see what's going on in Sunderland. My striker. And good luck to you, Mark Gui. Good luck to you, man. I'll be watching you. Good luck to you at Sunderland. But the Sunderland project is real and is in effect. And if Alaba becomes available, Sunderland, I'm telling you, that's another player. That's another defensive mind, another skillful tactical player that can come and add to your project as you build to become like a more to stay in the Premier League and not get relegated. Like most teams that come up from relegation normally go get relegated. I don't know what the percentage is. It's really bad. But yeah, maybe Sunderland has a chance. Oh, they can't afford to let any little gem like this just go. No, I think they got to pick up on him as soon as Real Madrid lets him go, which I'm thinking they probably will, because Real Madrid doesn't really come out and say stuff like this unless they're like pretty much already in the process of doing it. So yeah, Sunderland. And last but not least, what do we think is next for Johnny Man How? Felix. Well, let's look at history, shall we? Started at Benfica, 2018. Moves to, well, 2018, he didn't, I don't think he started there in 2018. Though I'll have to really look into that and see if that's where he started. He bursted onto the scene in 2018, though. I do remember this. He was dubbed as a generational talent instantly. 19th, Atletico Madrid picks him up. 4 years later, 2023, Atletico Madrid is shopping for suitors. Chelsea picks him up. By the end of 2023, he was at Barcelona. It gets better. 2024, 2025, he comes back to Chelsea. By the end of 2025, sorry, by the end of the 2024 season, he's in AC Milan. So, mid 2024 season, he's in AC Milan. So I don't think he's ever actually spent a year at Chelsea, ever. So he only signed a 2-year deal with Al Nassr, playing alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think they signed one other person. I forgot. But yeah, only a 2-year deal. So who knows? And we've made money. We've made our money. We made our profit from selling him. I don't know how. I don't understand it. I don't know the gymnastics. I don't know what they did. They made a profit from Joao Felix. My goodness. I don't know. I think maybe he comes back to Spain, but that's the only place I see him coming back. If he leaves Al Nassr in 2 years, I just see him resigning with Al Nassr and staying there, or signing with Al Hilal or someone like that. But yeah, I don't see him. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, he's what? He's 25 years old, so he's still technically not in his prime. So I understand why he signed the 2-year deal. If he goes to Al Nassr, becomes the generational talent that we all saw at the beginning, he could still go wherever he wants. He could go to Bayern, he could go to Man U, Man City, wherever he wants. If in 2 years he still grows into that, but I don't know. I just don't see it, man. But hey, guy's a talented player. I'm gonna be watching his games because there's a lot of talented players in Saudi league. I'm gonna be watching Saudi, so I'm gonna be watching him closely. We'll see. We'll see just how good he is. We'll see. Yep. And with that being said, thank you to everyone. You don't have to be here. You didn't have to waste 20 minutes, 25 minutes of your life watching me ramble on about football in another country. Well, I'm in the United States, so you're wondering why I care so much. I love Chelsea. I love football. Football news is just another fun thing that I love to follow. So, hey, I know a lot about it, and I feel like, hey, let's speak on it and let's face some, real issues in the football world, especially dealing with transfers. And I'm not just going to talk about transfers either. I'll be covering a lot, but I purposely want to keep these episodes not too long, so you'll be able to digest the information easier. And if you guys want me to cover anything, just put it in the comment section, and I'll add it to the next episode. Yeah, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, share, and we will be back with Talkative Sports during the season. The 17th, let's go. Peace.